Hello guys, Mr. Fluffy Pants here. Today guys, another video, and today guys, I'm reviewing the Witch, or the, some people make fun of it and call it the VVitch, because, it's spelled VVitch, but, back in the colonial days, that's how they actually did a W, was just two V's, so it's technically still the Witch, but it came out in 2015, and then I think it came out, more widely in 2016, but this is from the same director of The Lighthouse, which still need to finish watching, but from what I've seen of The Lighthouse, I really enjoyed it, and, I was bored, and I was like, what can I review on my YouTube channel? So I started scrolling through Netflix, and then I saw this, I added it to my list, and I never got around to watching it, so I decided to watch it, and I am dead serious when I say this, but this is one of the most terrifying horror movies I've ever seen. First of all, this is my first A24 film, watching it, all the way through at least, but this is straight up one of the most terrifying horror movies ever, or at least I watched. I don't know, it just unsettled me after I finished watching it. I just can't even put it into words how this movie made me feel after I watched it. I couldn't even do this review last night after I finished watching. I'm filming this the next morning, and I just could not, because this movie is disturbing as crap. If you haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend it, but there's some definitely grotesque and very horrifying moments in this movie, which I was not really expecting from this movie. I thought it was going to be a really slow burn kind of, horror movie like that, but especially at the end of this movie goes straight up balls to the wall and does not let up. It's actually terrifying. But the main plot of the movie is this family, they get ostracized from the colony or whatever, so they have to go live out in the a little pasture by themselves, very secluded, very. And the whole atmosphere throughout this movie is cloudy and gloomy. I don't think the sun shines one part in this movie, so great atmosphere. But so their youngest child, which is still a little baby, goes missing one day, and the daughter Thomason, which is the oldest of the family, is blamed for letting a wolf go get it, but she knows really that it was really a witch that lives in the woods, and so does the little kids too. Let me just say, those twins are brats, if I ever seen a brat before. They are just big brats. During Caleb's whenever he's getting witched, they just start acting along with it, acting like Thomason's doing it. I'm like, come on, this ain't Salem right here. Just stop it. And, that really does make me mad, but I think that's kind of the point. But and we see that the witch that took the little baby Samuel mashes him up into little I don't know, human paste, and rubs it all over her naked body to make her fly. And this is really the point in the movie. This is probably 10, 15, 20 minutes in, and this is the point in the movie I was just I had my jaw open. I was like, this is this kind of horror movie then. That is absolutely terrifying. And, the witch is just terrifying. We don't see much of her, but, and then we learn at the end there's actually a lot more, apparently, but, that is just absolutely terrifying. But, a little bit goes by, and, pretty much, the whole famine, there's, I don't know, I guess, the land's cursed or something, because they can just not get any food, no crops or anything. They're just all awful, but, just to say some, shit hits the fan. Thomason gets blamed for Caleb's disappearance, and let's just say also the mother does not like Thomason, I don't understand why. I mean, I guess I understand why, but, it's just unwarranted, because she kind of blames her for the disappearance of, the littlest baby or whatever, but, and Thomason jokes around with, her younger siblings that she's a witch, and if they don't listen to her, she'll witch them, which does not be in her favor later, whenever, Caleb shows back up on the farm, naked and, pretty much witched now, and, he gets lost in the woods or whatever, and him and Thomason do, and Thomason's the only one that comes out, and we see that, pretty much Caleb gets subducted by the witch, which that's also very terrifying. And then, he's like, he even like coughs up an apple, which, we did, he was kind of talking about apple tree earlier, which I don't know, but, and, he does eventually die from his, bewitching, and, the little siblings are, going along with it like, oh yeah, she witched me, Thomason did it, or whatever. And then Thomason's like, no, they're the ones that are always talking to Black Phillip, which is one of the goats they have, and Black Phillip is absolutely terrifying, especially with, that rabbit too. Like, I don't know why you can make an animal so creepy, but especially, they claim that they can talk to Black Phillip and Black Phillip talks back. And, the dad locks them all in the bar of the, ghost and Black Phillip. So, yeah, that's a smart idea, or whatever. But, and at this point in the movie, the mom's just batshit insane. Like, she has like a hallucination that Caleb and Samuel are back, but we see, and then she's like, oh, I gotta feed Samuel, he's hungry, and then we see that it's a crow that's, pecking at her, thingamajig, and, that is, she's just straight up loony at this point in the movie, which, she's probably more terrifying than the actual witch, though, to be honest. But next morning, the father comes out, and he gets straight up stabbed by Black Phillip because the whole pen or whatever is destroyed where, Thomason and her two twin siblings were. And the twin siblings straight up missing, so we're guessing that they got eaten by the witch, because the night before, we actually seen the witch, sitting there eating like a goat or whatever, and she turns around, it's the absolute most terrifying thing in the movie. That's just absolutely terrifying, but... the father dies of getting stabbed from Black Phillip, and then the mother, straight up blames her for that too, so she starts strangling her, and then Thomason's like, you know what, I had enough, so she takes like a cleaver or knife or whatever, and straight up just kills her mom, but like, her mom was straight up trying to kill her, so, kind of, iffy there, but, and then at this point in the movie, Thomason's like, fuck it, and, she goes to talk with Black Phillip after, a quick little nap, and this point in the movie, Black Phillip starts talking back to her, and it's the creepiest voice I've ever heard, to be honest. And we see that Black Phillip manifests himself as a goat, and we actually see, like, it looks like kind of like a pirate walking around, but we actually don't get, like, a full body view, but, like, let's just say he turns into a person, and she signs her name in his book or whatever, which, we've been hearing throughout the movie, and... then she goes to, like, around the campfire for all the other witches, and they all start flying, and, she does too, and that's how the movie ends, like, straight up, one of the most terrifying movies I ever watched. It's just so good and well-paced, like, I thought I was gonna be bored throughout the majority of the movie, but, like, it's just so, so good, and, this is a New England folktale, and I love folktales, to be honest, but, anyway, guys, let me know down below what you guys think of The Witch. I would probably give it a, we'll do an 8.5 out of 10. Like, it is so, so good. I just wish it was just a little bit better paced, but, like, it's still really good, like, the scares and everything. And even, like, the only thing I've really complained of is the old-timey talk, but that's kind of period accurate, I guess. But, anyway, guys, let me know down below what you guys think of the movie. Check out my Twitter and Discord, link in the description. Like and subscribe for more. Check out some other videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!